keep the other bad men from the door.
So, I just wanted to get the gang together early in my tenure to say, yup.
I can't tell you how often somebody at work the other day goes, "That man's a bad man." I was like, "We need bad men. Keep other men from the door." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "Sorry, True Detective season 1. You should watch it. Well, you shouldn't watch it season 2. We're getting to that." Yeah, we're here. We're back. Leftovers, True Detective, Succession. Oh, we connected another dot. The face, the Brian Cox at the beginning of this. I know where that is from now. So I told Matt this before. The biggest travesty that's going to happen tonight, not the amount of hours I wasted on TV shows this week, but the amount of time that we will have to waste before we get to Succession. Which, that's sad but true. I have never been more hooked on a fucking show in my entire life. That play button was so hard not to press, but I knew I had one more of True Detective. Dude, I just don't want to tip everybody off. Mark's kind of, if you see Mark in the community, sometimes he's just a little normal, he's pretty stoic. Got some liquor to the night. We may see a different. Of all the shows Mark does, this is his most levels that he goes through. Got a little liquor. We may see a different side of Mark at the 2-hour mark. Right? I'm just saying, this could be a fun episode. This could be episode 1-1 in our entire ranking. But speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, Marlon Draka, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. I mean, listen, I knew we were going to go through it here. We're running through, season 2 of True Detective. Didn't even mention the leftovers. I feel like it is probably all right. I mean, we watched one of the better episodes, I think, of the season this week. Maybe not. But you know what? Either way, I got a little glass here. I got a lot of ice here, so I can refill it at least one time. That's probably it, though. I shouldn't do much more than that.
Yeah, you can. No work tomorrow, right, Mark? Time to party. Insurance will have to wait. Next up, we got Matt. I'm getting interested because how many seasons this go, how many shows we go, how many things we pick out, where I'm going to be able to power rank at the end of it what these guys behind the scenes gave me for TV shows and see who was the better person. This week, this season run, they are fighting for last place in a desperate attempt to see who can crash and burn. But Matt, how are you? How was your viewing experience?
I think we should both get points. We both kind of jumped on Succession with you saying that would be a good pick, so we should get partial credit for that at least. I mean, True Detective is True Detective season 2. We'll get to that. And I thought Leftovers was all right this week. And of course, Succession is Succession. We actually get a season finale to talk about tonight, so that'll be cool. We'll get to rank that. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I think the human elements of Succession are really working. I can't wait to discuss that, but we have to discuss, Leftovers wasn't that bad this week. Let's be real. Because there was only 2 episodes. So it didn't have the extra bar that it had to climb the True Detective had to hang on. But if you guys are ready, let's go into...
All right, so episode 4, season 2, Orange Sticker. Nora awakens in the midst of an earthquake to find Kevin missing, and the Murphys are left reeling after Evie's disappearance. So we're still dealing with the earthquake fallout from the first episode.
Yeah, just with no real rhyme or reason, no explanation.
Earthquakes happen.
No, we know, but we don't really know the missing girl part yet.
Yeah, this is true.
Neither of the episodes. So that's just fun. and annoying on top of that.
It depends if you believe Patty or not, because Patty said that the girls vanished. So
I will say, I think it might be a bold take. I think the Patty Kevin stuff might be the best stuff from this season. I don't know, because I think it just helps. Listen, I think it's just, let's just call a spade, right? You can kind of tell this show doesn't have a direction. Like that. This is not This is not from the first one was a source material, continuing the plot. So whether you like it or you don't like it, they're working with what they're coming up with on the fly, which, if that works for you, great. If not, sometimes it feels like you're in a wonderless, what are we doing? And that's kind of how I'm feeling with this show. I don't know if that's how you guys are feeling, but that's how I'm currently stated.
Well, I think we have the benefit of kind of knowing the big picture, so we can make some of the breadcrumbs that you aren't seeing.
Yeah, I'm kind of just pointing it out, I don't know if that's how you guys are seeing it. Clearly fucking not. You know what's the end result. So you know what? Perfect.
Because I'm seeing
here in my island.
Okay, they mentioned this here. Okay, yeah.
I want to care. And I don't care.
So you didn't care about Nora when she freaked out and thought there was another departure, and she just crashed out there a little bit.
Then Kevin showed up.
Sorry.
Hilarious.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to describe this or say it's fine, but if you've been through one departure, there might be a chance another one could be around.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should be okay with it, but that can't be one's most shocking thing that's ever happened, because it's happened. You know what I mean? Our house got broken into. It got broken in again. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that. I don't know if that's entirely reasonable. I
mean, you already lost one family. I mean, if it happens again, you should have
another time.
All I am saying is you can't be the most shocked individuals. And if you are, I don't know what you're doing. It happened.
You sleepwalk, so just go look for him.
Yeah. You have a daughter that never was really home, and then you have a Kevin sleepwalks. There's just a good chance that they might just be wandering. But if I be honest, I don't like the new
other town
family
and the other family.
I don't care about the other family. Does that mean you guys care? I guess you care because you know what happens to the other family. Me currently sit 4 episodes in.
They make it very hard to care about John. That's for sure.
I think that's the thing. Is John is kind of the main one we're kind of meant to hook on to at this point, and he is such a bad person. It does kind of, I think he's really interesting. I think he works really well as kind of the anti-Kevin, because we see Kevin kind of be sad and lose his family, and then on the other side he's the angry guy who's keeping the family together by force, and it makes him kind of whenever you pal him up with Kevin, it makes for some interesting dynamics.
Yeah.
That's fair. I just don't think he has I think it's always hard, and I think this is a dumb reasoning, so I understand the pushback when I say it. It's hard when you introduce new characters against existing characters.
Yeah.
And want me to care about those characters. Even if they're great characters, I've already had my establishment. I'm already with them. It's going to be very hard for me to drop my loyalty or care about you more than I care about. In this kind of world, when everybody's getting vanished and people are taken and beat up, I want Kevin and Nora to be fine. This family can go in the pits. I don't care. So it's just it's hard to be introduced to somebody, because after the first season of how fucking dramatic and that shit was, it feels like we've been through some shit together.
I mean, to be fair, I think Kevin feels the same way. He didn't want to go over to that guy's birthday party and stuff like that. He just wanted to stay home in his broken down $3 million house. But
Yeah,
But
I
does
think
he get questioned on in this episode or is it next episode?
what was that?
Doesn't he get questioned on this about this $3 million house? Like, you just come in here and buy a $3 million house, and like,
Yeah, I think John kind of has a couple questions for him a little bit.
He talks him a little bit, yeah. But.
Yeah. As
then
they go to
basically-
drive and pay that other guy a visit because they found a palm print on the car.
and then Patty was like, "Oh, looks like you and in your
Stumbled
sleeping
into an
state,
alibi or something.
you're still creating alibis for yourself. Good job." But like, what the fuck? I think that's one of the dynamics that really just makes it interesting because Kevin now has this part of him with like this guardian angel that's a fucking menace that just like wants to ruin his fucking day. So I think it creates a good dynamic. Honestly, that's why I said I think it's the best dynamic in the show right now, and I don't know why I would like. I don't want to agree with that, but like, I think Patty and fucking
it's one of our main characters, and he's dealing with some shit. So yeah, I mean, this is not.
well,
wrong
he's
to
spending
think that.
more. They're spending more time with those two than they are with Nora and Kevin. Like Kevin,
Yeah.
I think Nora is just a side character, like a back burner character at this point. Like, I feel like they don't know where the plots go. Like, you guys know, I know, but I'm saying, like, as a viewer for the first time, it looks like, you know, when you come to a fork in the road, there's 7. I have no clue where this direction's going. We have a missing girl. We have Kevin and this guy. We have a guy that's a firefighter that's burning shit down. Like, where are we at? Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the point of this episode of the season?
I think there's one thing to say, at least about this season being intentionally being told slow. I mean, because like we're 5 episodes in, and I'll just say that it's not to give any spoilers in the next one, but like it's a one-off story, so like it's not really tied to everything else. And we're sitting here, we're not really like driving like the main plot like forward a lot. We're really doing a lot of heavy lifting over really 2.5 episodes, and then you kind of mentioned the family. Like, I mean, we really only got the one episode to spend time with like Regina King and like his son and the daughter, and that's really it. Yeah. So like, I mean, it's not to say I feel like it's tough because I do enjoy what I'm seeing, but I understand where you're coming from. Like, I'm not gonna completely bash you over the head with this, just because I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah,
listen,
I agree with that.
So this may fall on you two. So take it for however you want to take it. A slow burn season on a slow burn pace might make me end myself. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, at least you can watch these episodes. You're not waiting a week for the next episode.
Matt, if I started watching this live, I wouldn't have made it past episode 1. I would never have seen it. And can we stop the one-off episodes? That can't be your only calling card. That can't be your greatest points. That's when the show is at its best. Nora's one-off episode, Matt's one-off episode, the next episode that we basically is a one-off episode with Matt. You can't make those the flashback to the disappearance. Like, stop it. If you can't do a storyline that leads forward, stop giving me side missions like if I'm on a fucking Skyrim here.
But those are the ones that help you care about the characters, because that's where you actually get to understand.
But after season 1, I should already care, and if I don't care, that's the problem.
And that's the one where you learn like the impact of this town, and that's next. We'll get to that. I don't know. Was there anything else in this? I do love at the end of this episode, Nora, you said she doesn't. I love that she gets to have her moment with Kevin when he does finally get home at night, and she just handcuffs him to the bed there. That's her answer to the situation, because she's good on her feet. So it's very romantic.
Kinky, not really. Just for your own protection.
I don't know if there was anything. Jill and Michael hanging out a little bit, and that's kind of all
That
I had.
horrible theme song is still here.
Oh,
Stop it. We're not doing this.
He goes find his phone. I mean, it had a great character
What's
freaking out
the
at Patty.
what's the sister? What's the daughter's name?
Jill or Evie?
No, Jill. She's the one. She's the one who's around.
Kevin's girl.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah,
Jill, and the son of the other family, like they have a whole interaction. And I wonder, Michael, why aren't you like looking around? Like why aren't you looking
leave
for
somebody at home in case she comes home?
Yeah, and then just nothing really great happens besides him trying to collect that money or trying to collect that information where they're like going through those neighborhoods, right, with Peggy. Peggy behind him the entire way, and he ends up getting a gun pulled on him. And does somebody get shot?
Yeah, John gets shot when he goes to beat up the fortune teller guy.
Oh yeah, and his wife gets healed from it. Yeah, but there's no real. I mean, Kevin flips out on Patty in the middle of the road, but like
I did like Patty too. So
no one else gets like. I thought that was funny, but yeah, I ain't got nothing else. Everybody else goes.
I mean, other than saying like I do agree, but I mean I do feel like I'm a little bit more positive on like the Patty Kevin dynamic. Like it is a lot of
that's mainly Cody's favorite part so far.
Mainly because I don't know like if we can like trust her at all. That makes her like kind of a very interesting foil to Kevin right now.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't know if she's like some sort of spirit guide, or is it all just in Kevin's head? Or
well, I'm not going to speak because when I speak, it's considered crazy. So
it's not quite in Kevin's head because
that's right. She did get a little violent with him.
That other guy, it like kind of mentioned that he like saw her. It's like, hey, I can help you deal with that problem because you got a problem.
To be continued.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So I think we can jump to episode 5. No room at the inn. Matt takes his wife outside Miracle to seek answers about her condition, but struggles to keep her safe from desperate tourists outside the town's gates.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Yeah, that's my first thing in like the.
I don't know what the travel.
Like he's a helpful guy.
Oh my god!
This is the second time Matt pulled over to help somebody on the side of the road, and it fucked him over majorly.
I don't know what like everything looks like around. Like if all the same entrance, there's one way in, however that looks. But once you're in the city, and you came to the city, you stay in, and you saw what was outside the city. You stay in the city. Like you're an idiot for leaving. Matt is one of the dumbest characters that has ever like. He won so much money at
perfectly fine if he didn't stop. If he would have just kept driving back into town, he would have been perfectly fine. But no, it's like he sees a dad and a kid broke down on the side of the road. He's got to be all Jesus-y.
I mean, he might have to see one of the boyhood dads as like a specialist, like he may just have to go see him, even though that guy's probably never going to look at him like, I don't know if we want to get to that, the weird part of the episode. About to drop a ball. I don't know. We're trying to talk more about that.
Yeah, that's pretty much kind of the episode beginning is that, well, first it's got the whole montage I really liked about Matt trying to recreate the day for all the same stuff that happened when his wife woke up for like 3 hours, according to him at least. No luck so far. He's been doing that for a couple of weeks.
I want to bring up something real quick before you go further. How do we feel about not actually seeing the day?
I mean, okay, Cody, do you believe Matt? Do you believe that she woke up and talked to him for like 3 hours and they made passionate love?
Really? You don't believe she woke up?
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
You don't trust Matt?
Nope. I believe he wanted her to wake up. I believe he may have had a moment. I believe he could have dreamed it happening and he woke up and he was diddling. But I do not believe she woke up out of that consciousness.
Kind of like in this episode where there's like a moment where she like tells him that she needs to get back to the town, but that's probably in his head.
And
I mean,
it's like
it's
you
made it
live
look like
with
a hallucination.
you live with somebody for so long. One, there's just so many things that I would factor in that I'm not going to like try to nerd this out, but like her muscle deterioration, everything since she's been in that chair, she would not be like, let's fuck, baby. Like none of that would happen. Zero possibility. There are women around this country that are healthy and not in wheelchairs that would tell her to fuck off. You know, first time talking 3 hours, yeah, Matt, let's bone. No chance to happen. She definitely has a headache. So, and then on top of that, you have this weird. If it was three, they don't show it for a reason to create that like, oh, is it not? But yeah, they sell you right away with the talking point. Like her talking, that's in his fucking brain. Like he's been with this state for so long with her that that's what he thinks. Like he thought it, like this was happening, and it just wasn't true. And he did something that you know put in line what you feel like is justified or okay in a marriage. I'm not crossing that line. All I'm saying is he could have had a full-on dream that they were having a fun talking and then waking up and he is full-on canoodling. So
yeah,
live with him, Matt. Sorry, but
that she is pregnant somehow. Yeah. So
well, in this fucking team, it's the Virgin Mary. Let's call it that. Move the fuck on.
I mean, Matt knew how she got pregnant.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we definitely did it that one time. Yeah.
And that's definitely my notes that Matt needs to stop telling people that she's pregnant. This is not looking good for him.
He knew the person that she was pregnant. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep this one in the pocket. Like John doesn't need to know this. It's fine.
At least the first time he doesn't tell him. But John already knows.
Yeah, it was over. So yeah, but she's pregnant, he's on the run, he gets the shit kicked out of him outside town, basically steals his wristbands to go in, and now we're on the fucking wild adventures of Matt needing to get back inside.
Which, I mean, he is able to talk his way back in at first, and then Kevin and John come to help him out. But like we said, John has some questions for Matt, and Matt does not answer them in the right way. So John withdraws his help.
Well, first, Matt's a fucking idiot. Matt's one of the dumbest characters in TV history. He doesn't have the wristbands in hand. He doesn't have the wristbands in hand, and now he's going to question the guy that's going to get him the wristbands in a friendly way. You don't go, why are you like this? I know that your kid is missing, but is this how you are? Probably not a great welcome to the whole situation. Rule number one: if you want something, make sure you get it first. Like get the thing you need, then you can say whatever the fuck you want at that point. But don't do it until then. So,
which is nice because he softly agreed that he his wife, and he still ended up going with the hey, what's wrong with you? Like why are you this way?
Yeah, and also that's thank you so much. That's the point you put out, Mark. When you have a disabled vegetable state wife sitting in front of you that is currently pregnant by you, I think it says in the Bible, do not throw the first stone. Motherfuckers launching while you have a lot of questions that you truly can't answer.
And then Kevin's just looking at him like,
shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what? Yeah, so good job on that one, Matt. And then he's like, I'm not going to give you these wristbands. So then he's sent on his way. And what? He gets to a fucking hippie compound?
Yeah, it's that place that's outside.
Yeah, they have like a little shanty town outside of the town where people are sitting waiting for their chance to go into the town.
Yeah. And he goes and finds the most trustworthy guy in the compound.
Oh yeah,
Lars or L or whatever the fuck his name is.
Who's going to help him get in for like was $1,000 or something like that?
And he
Yeah.
needs $1,000. Yeah.
So he's on an adventure to make money. He meets some interesting characters. He does find someone who has like a giant cross. So he's like, oh, I can go to this person for help. And she's willing to help him as long as he hits a guy over the back with a paddle and shouts a name while he's doing it.
Which I may have been in a fever dream while this was happening. Do we get any clarification?
No.
No.
There is no explanation for that.
I need you to hit him over the back and say the word Steve. Who's Steve? Why the hell do you care?
Hit him harder.
Fucking, and then turns to his crippled wife.
Do I need another paddle?
It turns to his crippled wife and be like, I think you can swing harder than him. And swings and goes, was that hard enough or do I need another oar?
Oh god.
He also has a broken hand at this point, like a cracked wrist. And then he's trying to gather up $1,000. He gets up to like $60 shot, and the person just shows him how to get into somewhere.
Which this is the part of the episode I was not. I'll defend a lot about this show, but this part I thought was kind of stupid.
This is where he draws the line.
Drain. And you don't even get to see Matt what he's doing because we just hear from the entrance of the drain. You hear him struggling, I guess, trying to open it, and he fails, and then just like a wash of water comes and knocks him down.
And then we hear his morning song, and I'm like, oh, it's a good time song.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm like, what the fuck is this happening? Yeah, he gets pushed all the way down. He can't get out there, so he returns back. It's raining. And he returns back to the compound where he like sits underneath this person's house or whatever, and like, I'll leave with the rain. Get the fuck out of here! Okay, and then he hears Nora running through, screaming.
Yeah, she's trying to find them.
Yeah, and then
they're able to smuggle him back into town in the trunk.
Yes, they get him in the trunk. Oh, early.
And that's where we see, I guess, the goat killer guy hits the father who stole Matt's bracelet and killed him. So that's how they're able to get the bracelet for his wife, at least, to let her go back into town. But Matt's got something he needs to do. I guess he's not quite ready to go back into town yet. Or
I mean, I kind of at least going to the end. I kind of like how it is, especially kind of going. I mean, because he keeps going across people like who he is either getting punished by or getting punished for whatever reason. And I mean, it does. Even though I'll say this, I don't think Matt did that. It just everything we know about his character just doesn't like make sense. Although at the end of the episode, he does choose to be voluntarily punished, which is a very interesting thing, at least for.
But he's also saving someone as he's being punished, so that's definitely a Matt thing to do.
It is, but like it is something that does make you think a little bit, like.
Which Cody, like we were saying, Cody already called that as soon as he saw the guy up there.
When that I literally clicked pause on my TV. I was watching and I hit pause and I saw how much time is left, and I saw the words repent underneath, and I said, well, Matt's gonna be in that by the end of this episode. I don't know however we're getting, but he's gonna be in that. And he was 100%, just dropped trowel, showed us the schlong, everything, just absolutely what I needed on a fucking
it is HBO, so it's contractual. We got to get a couple in here.
We got to get some dongs. We have a dong quota, and we are under the season, so let's roll them up. But yeah, he drops off Nora. Nora takes responsibility for her, and then basically he's gonna just chill and repent for his sins up in that thing.
Which I'm
But
sure
it's-
Kevin's like, hey, maybe you could have run past me, but we got to take care of the pregnant comatose lady.
I mean,
But
like,
Nora
what, you
could
guys?
say, hey, it's
I
my
do
house.
lo-
Shut up.
I
What,
do
you guys
love
don't have
Nora.
a room? Like what? Like look at that house.
Yeah, I love Nora, and she's like, for how long? Like, Jesus. Let me tell you, she doesn't do anything. You put her in the corner, like you're gonna be fine.
Just when
Check up on her.
it starts smelling, just go take care of it.
Check up on her 3 times a day, and that's all you gotta do. Like, move on. And knowing Kevin, he might just like sleepwalk and shove her down a giant hill. We have no clue what Kevin will do. So probably a bad idea for introducing her. But yeah, the overall episode, it's like a Matt episode. It's kind of the point where you get to a character that just does so many dumb shit that I don't feel bad for your dumb shit anymore. You're just a dumb person. Like, that's just how I feel.
I mean, he's definitely stays true to his character. I will say that about
Yes.
Matt. He's 100%.
That is-
He's Matt as Matt. He's not going to change it for better or worse.
Tiger cannot change his stripes, buddy. Matt is Matt. For better or worse. Any other points from this episode?
You know, we already talked about seeing his dick, so covered them and the non-trust.
We covered the meat of the episode.
What was that guy? English, Australian, New Zealand? What was the guy?
It was something. It was European, I think.
Who?
Okay.
The
Dutch
guy
guy?
Dutch maybe.
Dutch,
Was it
he was
yeah,
Dutch, okay. Yeah.
Can't remember fucking characters, but give me nationalities. I got it, baby.
I mean, how many people do you think he charged $1,000 to take to that storm drain and get nowhere?
Just one with a wheelchair.
Because you get a question, hey, if you know about this entrance, why are you here in this shanty town?
I mean, I'm assuming in this universe, Austin Powers and Goldmember didn't come out because Michael Caine said very clearly you can't trust the Dutch.
I don't know if Matt was watching the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah, other people's culture and the Dutch. Quality. I need to bring that on the round table. Give me Goldmember any day of the week. And play some
I mean, if you did it, that'd be hilarious. You would intentionally give yourself 3 movies to watch because you're you.
Oh, I would lovely watch all 3. I love the Austin Powers movies, so no problem with that. I've been waiting for the one that will never come. Okay. Oh, dude, it's 32 minutes in right now. Let's see how fast we can get through this fucking shit.
All right, episode 4, Down Will Come. The detail works a pawn shop lead to close in on a suspect of the Casper murder, and Frank revisits his past to pay for the present.
I don't fucking care. Okay? Here's your issue, right? This is the episode with the shootout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're just a common, that's cool. Oh my gosh, there's action, there's motives. I don't fucking care. You can't just give me fireworks and explosions and make me care about what's happening. When a shootout happens that's supposed to be intense, the perfect example, this is a TV show, but there's a perfect example called, I think you both have watched it, Sicario, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sicario, we build up a little bit of characters, like we know these characters, and then they enter a very tense environment, and we get nervous because it's characters we know and we care about in some aspects.
To be fair, it's also likable characters.
Right. The issue with this
show.
one is it's all of these characters in the shootout that honestly, if a bullet hit them, I think the show ends. So I'm not truly that upset about it. It's just truly we just don't have anything that I personally care that much about. And so
you
the
mean Paul
shootout's
getting
just
drunk and then sleeping with his friend? That didn't do anything for you?
no. It's just a shootout that doesn't really add. There's no stakes to the shootout. This is a bad cop show right now. This is a bad cop show. One, we don't care about Casper. We don't know why Casper is that important. We don't know why they're hunting down Casper. Frank, which I think is Vince Vaughn's character, right?
Mm-hmm.
We truly know nothing about him at all. This whole 3 episodes, we get a whole deep dive on his marriage and why that's struggling. But I truly don't care, or whoever that girl is.
We
That's
know a
what we
lot
don't
about him because it's a character we've seen in a million movies, and that's what they're
Right.
I mean,
Bad guy that don't know why he's
But
bad.
like, oh, I'm gonna try to go straight, so I'm getting out of this life. Oh, it didn't work out. Now I gotta go back to the life.
I mean, I would disagree. I feel like we know a lot about him. It just doesn't fit in the story.
Yeah.
Again, that's his problem. He doesn't fit in the story. But like Nick Pizzolatto, whoever wrote this fucking season, fell in love with the idea of like, what if one of the main characters was a mobster? Like, wouldn't that be interesting? And like, couldn't talk, and nobody talks him out of the idea.
It was like, well, we got Vince Vaughn, so I guess hey.
But the thing is, it's a person that grew up watching mob movies and thought the lifestyle was so cool, but honestly knows jack shit about mobs. They truly don't know why mobs are important. Why they think just a guy that does criminal things is a mob guy, and he's got a police guy working for him. They could have ripped off 50 movies and did this better than what they are currently trying to do. Sometimes it's just best to just recycle the shit that we've seen.
I mean, that's
Vince
what
Vaughn
they
was the
did in
bad
this.
choice for it. But Vince Vaughn was a bad choice in this. He is not a mobster. He just isn't. But honestly, he's not given much to fucking
I was
work
gonna
with
say
either.
if they gave him a better storyline or something, or better characters to work with, I think he could. I don't blame Vince Vaughn. I blame the story.
But a character actor that's worked in like mob environments that can talk, like has a like a deep voice or some presence on screen.
Presence. What are we talking about?
He doesn't have presence.
Yeah,
He looks like the goofy guy from all the comedies we know. That's all we're seeing when we see him.
I mean, if you give like
nothing.
Harvey Keitel the same script, it's still not going to work.
If you give it Ray Winstone in that character, I don't think it's better, but I believe him more.
Like, I don't
if
know.
you
Like,
give Harvey Keitel it, I believe him more. Vince Vaughn's, I'm just waiting. Vince Vaughn's best trait is when he fast talks, and let me tell you,
with those people, you might not believe they would fuck up like he fucked up. So maybe that goes for his character that he screwed it up.
Yeah. But Vince Vaughn's best when Vince Vaughn can fast talk, and they're talking at the slowest level possible this entire thing. He doesn't even talk to mob bosses. There's a part in the 6th episode of this that is one of the most laughable scenes I've ever seen from a mob situation. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be intimidating. It's not at all.
I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I mean, I think, like I said, that's my biggest thing with these. Is like, I don't really care about these characters. They're pretty much, they just took tropes from other cop shows or other cop movies and like, okay, we're going to give this cop all these problems and give it to Colin Farrell and it'll be good. We're going to give all these problems to her and it'll be good. We're going to give all these problems to other guy who I don't even remember his name half the time, so it'll be good. But it's not.
Is this the, like, you guys know TV way, but is this the biggest fall off of a season 1 to season 2 of television?
It could be.
It's got to be up there, right?
I guess
in an anthology, it has to be. I don't think, unless there's other anthologies here. In like a standard episode to episode, it's probably hard to do that because the characters continue.
Mm-hmm.
I think, funny enough, I think one of the shows that I think has a very noticeable drop off from like season 1 and 2, also HBO show, I believe, is Westworld. People talk about Westworld a lot. That had a tremendous drop off.
That's true.
Oh, I as somebody that did not watch it, but then saw like season 1 be so well received, and then no one talk about season 2 or 3. It was
Well, I
crazy.
think it had significant drop off with every season.
That's fair. Yeah, I just remembered it going away. They're like,
Yeah.
I remember the Game of Thrones move over is what I saw one day.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden, no one talked. And I was like,
It was like Game of Thrones, come back.
it looks like Game of Thrones should stay.
I will say, like, I will at least stand, because I don't remember if I said this live or not. I do remember saying I think this is probably the best episode of the season. I will stand on that. I do think this is probably that. Mainly because, like, I do think, at least in this episode, things are kind of getting interesting. I think I'm at least liking where some of the character stuff is going. I kind of like that we see Taylor Kitsch kind of somehow like end up with like Gabriel Luna in his apartment, and like doing the thing, and he's got like reporters all over him, and then we got all the like the stuff with like Colin Farrell is starting to ramp up, and he has that weird scene where he tries to give his kid his dad's badge.
He's like, oh, gee, thanks.
Like, and then we get that shootout, which honestly like was a bit at least bloodier than I thought it would be. Like, we fucking saw like a W.O. Brown just take one in the face. Like, I was not expecting that. I feel like things just got exciting for a second.
I would tell you,
it felt like a turn.
Having to try to count all those kills.
Like, I did sit there at the end of this episode, even though like sitting there thinking, I don't know, this definitely is a drop off from season 1. It's not the best, but this does feel like this is where the show could take a turn and get better from here on out.
Like, you're going 70 down it, and you see the curve sign that says 45 miles per hour. You can either really master your stuff or you're flying straight off. Let me tell you, after episode 4, gone. Did not hit that effectively. I agree with you. The problem is with that shootout, this is always my take in it. If you enter with 3 of your main characters in a massive bloody shootout, and the only people standing at the end of your shootout are the 3 main characters in the shootout, then it was just a plot device that really doesn't matter fucking shit to me at all. Like, the stakes couldn't be any lower. They didn't take a bullet. They didn't get hit, which is fine. I'm not saying you have to, but like overall, that makes the stakes don't matter in that shootout. I'm not saying everybody has to die, but I'm saying like, okay, like I knew going into that right now, none of these 3 are in any danger whatsoever, and that's a problem when you have not created enough concern for your characters that you're watching, that they could be gone from the episode.
Oh.
Like,
it's also episode 4.
I mean, it's kind of harder to do that on TV than it is in like a movie.
I mean,
TV, like these characters, they need to go on.
Like, we're in the middle of the season. I knew
totally
it was
disagree.
That's why Game of Thrones was so like, oh my god, because they were killing off main characters.
No, but I truly disagree, because like I believe there's characters that were introduced early in the season of like Succession that I was fully like hooked on to see where their stories go. Like, if Logan Roy had the actual aneurysm and died after episode 1, that sucked. Like, that would be rough. I was in on that character from the first time I saw him. The problem is they've had 3 episodes that they devoted to these characters and still don't make me carry a lick about them. That's an issue. You can develop characters really quickly. It just matters how good the writing is, and the problem is the writing is bad. The writing is bad, and the structure around the show is bad. It just is. Yeah. And I'm not even in the rose tinted glasses that I want to of like, oh, I miss Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey now. No, that's gone. That's past. I'm on this. It's not helping me. I just don't know how bad the writing could have changed from season 1 to season 2. And I guess
it's the same writer and everything. So
that's crazy. Like, that makes 0 sense to me. It feels like he hired a ghostwriter.
I mean, I think maybe he just got told he was so great after the first season that like maybe we'll try.
There's a scene with Vince Vaughn and his girl that are in the thing, and he does this line that should hit, doesn't hit. But he's like, he looks at her and be like, where do you think I have a choice in this? Congratulations. We're club owners again. Like, okay. Cool. Move on. Don't care. Like, but it should carry weight. It carries nothing to me. It should seem like a character that wants so bad to get out of the situation. But I'm also sitting there like, I don't believe you. I
Yeah.
just don't believe you at all because I don't know. I don't know why I should believe you.
And I think it might be that there's just too many characters.
True.
They
Colin
don't have the
Farrell.
time to devote to anybody.
There's too many characters. Like
Yeah.
there's two, and I'll stand on the point I made
That's
last
fair.
week. I'll stand on the point I made last week that all four of them are Rust Cold. All four of these characters are Rust Cold. They're all just like these sad, mopey people that don't feel relatable at all. And we don't have a single Marty Hart to ground the show. And I do think that is something that is sorely missing from these characters.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I truly agreed with what you said last week. I'm 100% on board with you now.
Yeah.
There is no lighthearted. There's no goofy person. There's no person to say, hey, it's not that bad. Like, quit whining. There's nobody. It's just everybody sitting there crying in a corner. And I'm supposed to care that they're all crying in the corner. Colin Farrell takes his badge and puts it in something and then hands it off to his kid and be like, are you going away? And he just like stares at him like, yeah, do you have it? Colin Farrell, you're one of the best actors working today. I haven't seen it, but I've seen clips of you in a fat suit being the fucking thing. I know you got something in you. Can you give me anything? There's we'll get to it, but like even God.
Yeah, this whole cast is just wasted in this season. I feel bad for all of them.
You're 100% correct. There's way too many characters to care about, and the problem is when you have that many characters and you can't make us care about one. That's an issue. Like that's a fundamental flaw. The weird thing is they were like season 1, 2 guys just fucking running shop, make them the best guy. You know what's better than 2? 4? You know, let's do it. 4? Let's add them. Let's see what they think. And like, let's have 3 be cops. 1 struggle with their homosexuality, 1 struggle with their parenting flaws and their alcoholism, 1 being a woman in the cop field that just gets mishandled by everything, and a mobster wants out
past too.
Yeah, and a weird child past, and then Vince Vaughn wants to get the fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do that? You think those would work? Yeah, those all work in the same. How do we make them work as a story? Well, we're going to kill this one guy that we're not going to tell you
all
jack
be
shit
loosely connected to.
We're going to tell this really convoluted story of corruption in this city that nobody's going to be able to follow on the first run through.
So I'm going to tie back to this guy named Casper. Who's Casper? We're not sure yet. We'll let you know when we know. Cool. And why this dude struggling with his homosexuality? He's going to drive his bike really fast and turn off on this one weird side road and find Casper at the picnic table, which is still the dumbest plot point I've ever seen in my life.
What is his character? He's a closeted homosexual. But what else? He's a closeted homosexual.
But what else does he get? Weird relationship with mom. But other than that, he's a closet homosexual.
Is he like a good cop or stuff? I don't know. Probably.
We have no shot of knowing what any of these people are.
He could drive a motorcycle.
You know what? I will give it up for this show. There is one saving grace of this show. There is one brilliant thing that happens. Every episode, right before after you click play, there is a minute dialogue that breaks down what the fuck happened in the last episode. So I make sure that I'm not totally effing lost. Because let me tell you, they did one on this. I'm like, oh, okay, that did happen. Good, I'm not crazy. Like, I was so lost. It's crazy.
All right. I think we probably go on to episode 5.
Yeah, we covered
Other lives. Ray and Frank consider new life choices. Annie and Paul go up to the coast to follow a lead. And this is like, I think, 6 months later or something like that. It says at the beginning after the shootout.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like there's really like one interesting thing that happened in this episode. I think we can just kind of knock it out. Like,
You want to start with the good stuff first?
I mean, I really want to talk about the look that Colin Farrell gives to the lady in The Wire when she says, "Oh, I didn't realize you didn't kill that guy," and he gives her the look of, "Well, who the fuck did I kill then? Like, what the fuck do you mean I didn't kill anybody?"
Yeah, we find out that his wife's rapist has recently been arrested. So he did not kill his wife's rapist like he thought he did.
But he definitely murdered somebody.
Off of Vince Vaughn's recommendation.
Yeah, and like that's the scene that I laughed so hard at because he comes to that door. Vince Vaughn's at the door, and he just like, stop. I'm like, what are we doing?
We need to talk.
We need to talk. And then, holy shit, we've done this before. Oh, a guy retired, like is no longer a cop. The shootouts had bad ramifications across the field, so they all had to take different professions and stuff. Like, because she gets let go, she's now like a clerk age, right?
Well, she's still in the police station, but they got her working down at the base of the evidence locker. He quit and now working full time for Frank. Yeah. And Paul is, I don't even know what Paul's doing.
He's not in the field, but he's
really.
Because they say he should be in the field.
Yeah, he's like doing
he's working at a desk job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Colin or somebody goes, yeah, he really should be working in the field. And I'm like,
which,
yeah.
I mean, shouldn't these guys be like heroes? Like did the shootout and like save the day? I guess
everybody else died except them, so they had to answer for something.
Yeah, and like they were clearly getting. I mean, they were getting too. That was also like kind of neat thing from the last episode. They were getting too close to the corruption, so they were still going to be put on somebody's shit list. Because I mean, that's also another fun thing, at least from this episode, is because Rachel McAdams' character gets accused of like sexual misconduct, and then she gets put in that group, and she just tells a bunch of guys that she likes big dicks.
Yeah,
and then the guys in the room are like, "Oh, maybe you can
arrest by you." Oh God. Yeah, I mean,
thank you so much for that.
We talked about the first season, like how great the cliffhangers were of like each episode, and then this episode ends with Colin Farrell at the door. We need to talk. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, do we need to talk? Well, we need to talk about it. Crazy. And like and they do the classic, like Rachel McAdams sits there and be like, those guys are out there high-fiving right now, and you're making the example of the girl in the room that had the sexual what I do this isn't personal life, this is real, this is on the job, blah blah blah. Okay,
who you sleep with as long as it's not a cop.
Yeah, so it's like cool. So happy that happened.
I mean, I will say that come to the defense of these episodes, I feel like it did kind of tone down some of like we need you to investigate this person while they're investigating this person, and we need you to look at this person while they're looking at this person. I feel like they kind of simplified a little bit of that a little bit by like firing them kind of.
Well, that, and I feel like everybody also had, this is, I think, also where I think the turning point still kind of existed in this episode a little bit. I think everybody had some defined goals.
Yeah. Where
Rachel McAdams she's kind of looking into, kind of what happened like with like these girls and like what happened when like went on there, and like Taylor Kitsch's character's looking at like these diamonds, like what happened with these diamonds. I realized that that W.O. Brown had lied about kind of where he found these diamonds, and you had Colin Farrell who's just looking at the kind of like the sex trafficking run, sort of like kind of where girls go, at least from like the clinic then to the show, and then I feel like I understood what was going on a little bit more because they were not as connected as they were.
And I think what was it? I don't even know what Vince Vaughn was doing in this episode.
Good fucking question.
I think he's just like trying to look into it himself too a little bit.
I mean, like that's the thing is like Yeah, like his like fucking Yellowstone was like, hey, like, are we now into prostitution and drugs? And he's like, pretty much, yeah. We need the money. Like, I
You
don't know
got
what you
another way to
expect.
make billions of dollars?
Yeah, he's like, oh, I can't have kids because I had 3 abortions, and he's like, the fuck, when you're gonna tell me that? And then she's like, we can adopt somebody. You don't want to adopt anybody because you hate yourself. And then he starts crying, and that's more or less their story.
Yeah, good stuff. Paul's mom took his money because, of course.
Oh, is that this episode? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
brought
and then-
$20,000 back from Afghanistan. I was like, oh, this is my retirement money right here.
Oh, that was another good thing when the I mean, even though I think all the bad people of the week come from Succession this week, mom really making her case with telling Taylor Kitsch, like, hey, it's your fault I'm down bad because you were weird and gay in your childhood and I couldn't handle it. Like, what a fucking asshole.
I wonder if she has something to do with him being closeted and struggling with himself as he's about to marry this lady who's pregnant with his baby. Oh, God.
Man, what the fuck happened? Man, episode 6 really is shitty. Like, because I thought that was an episode 6 I can kind of latch onto there. Like, God, the fuck are we going to talk about? Like, once we get to episode 6.
Oh,
I mean, there's some good stuff in episode 6. Not a lot, but there's some stuff.
I mean, I feel like it was all here. Like, there is some bright spots here.
Did you watch a different show?
Like, there were some bright spots
you watched
here.
The Wire again?
Like, we're investigating the corruption, and like Colin Farrell is like going through the struggle of he may have murdered an innocent man. I'm like, okay, we're in some neat stuff. And then, like, we just kind of go off a fucking cliff after that. Like, oh, none of this is interesting anymore. God damn it.
They find a torture shack in the woods.
I mean, I will say there's a few. Well, we can just go to it. Like,
yeah, I'm ready to go. Episode 6, Church in Ruins. Desperate to locate a missing woman with intel about Casper, Frank meets with the Mexican drug dealers. Annie infiltrates an exclusive inner circle with Ray and Paul keeping close tabs.
So I think that is one of the compelling moments. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really have anything. It's like, what's her name? Rachel McAdams. Annie like goes through this whole like planning of like going undercover, wears out a fucking piece of wood with a knife for way too fucking long. But like goes in there, but you're going in some of the under things. So like that whole like getting drugged, fighting for her life, realizing she was drugged, trying to save herself out of the situation. Fucking Assassin's Creed style killing that guy, like, and then all of a sudden blood pours. Like, okay, buddy, cool.
As she's having flashbacks of it looks like she was probably molested as a child.
Yeah, like,
why are you adding the probably on there? No, they got God in that guy's
hey, she was on a very powerful drug, so I don't know what's going on.
That is fucked up. We stand for victims. Fuck off, man.
And they did not have a plan at all, because you got Colin Farrell and what's his face just sneaking around the outside. I use sneaking very in quotation marks, just like killing people and just leaving bodies all over the place.
It was like a mission of the Hitman games. Like there's a party on the inside. There's all these targets. You're just snapping necks and moving on, and she's like trying not to get fucked by this guy that clearly wants to bang her. Like, oh, so weird.
But she finds that one girl, I guess, that we were looking for.
The missing girl.
Yeah, so hey, yay.
Don't call it a comeback. We found out what we're looking for.
And Paul grabbed a bunch of files, so I guess we're going to make some progress there.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Meanwhile, Frank is like also investigating the Casper murder now, and he gets to question people a little bit differently than they do with like nail guns and stuff.
Because he's trying to find like some like tape that was taken.
Yeah,
from,
they
like,
pretty much said that if he can find like this hard drive that Casper had, I guess with a whole lot of blackmail stuff for all these important people, that they might be able to let him back into the whatever thing. I guess they're making a light rail or something. and he gets in a Mexican standoff with real Mexicans. He's really excited about that.
I mean, that was funny. You know what? This actually, he does have like one kind of bright spots. Whenever he's talking to that guy's kid about his dad, that was a pretty good scene. I kind of like that scene.
I don't even remember this scene. I'll be honest with you.
Really? Ah, that was good. I thought Vince Vaughn was good in that scene.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like,
It's
yeah,
coming
there's
back to me.
emotion here, and he's going through his own things. Like, it's nice. I mean, listen, Vince Vaughn's character needs these moments. Okay?
Yeah.
I know you're taking away from
That scene is horrible, though.
What are you talking about, horrible? Come on.
Which scene are you talking about?
Remember, he's talking to the kid.
No, I'm talking about the violent, where he's stabbing the guy. They're stabbing the guy through the hand and stuff. Is that the kid?
No. He goes and talks to like a kid. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
that scene that's supposed to be intimidating and like freaky, horrible. It's absolutely horrible. There's no believability in this thing at all.
He's not being intimidating to the kid. What are you talking about?
I'm not. We're talking about two different scenes. My bad. I'm not talking about your scene. That scene's not horrible. I'm talking about the interrogation scene where he's like, "The next one go through your eye." Terrible. That's terrible.
Nails in the body. I mean, that's pretty intimidating.
I was just trying to figure out that tool. If I'm being completely honest with you, it looked like he was like some turkey baster like nail thing. Like I had no idea what that was.
The end of it didn't make sense to the whole other thing of it. So I was like, these are two different things that they morphed into one, and I don't know what it is. It looks like a giant nail thing, but like there's this obviously home cooking appliance at the end of it. I don't know application. So I was weirded out with it too. You're not the only one.
What did you guys think about the? We had our big cliffhanger at the end of the last episode. So Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell have a nice conversation while they both have guns on each other. Vince Vaughn is very easily able to talk himself out of all of that in like 2 seconds.
He's staring him down like he's about to murder him on the scene. He's like, you want milk and sugar? Black on. And sits down to it. That guy you gave me, wasn't the guy. Who did I get like out of your hands?
Somebody gave me that name. That wasn't me. You helped me, and I'll tell you who gave me the name.
He got out of it. He got out of it so quickly. Like the whole last episode was, oh my god, I killed somebody. I didn't know who the guy was supposed to be dead. He said, Vince Vaughn fucking did it. Fuck Frank. I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna show up to his house. I'm gonna kill him. You know what, man? I understand it was your bad. It's my bad. We're good. Let's move on.
And Vince Vaughn turns around on him. Is like, you ever pull a gun on me again?
maybe I don't. Okay, cool. So dumb.
Yeah, I don't think it goes anywhere either. I don't remember. It's like
I'll wait a week for that, and you're like, "Oh, this is going to be the moment," and it just is nothing.
Oh, I did like how it kind of ends like the episode from season 1 where they got the guy or they got the girl, got her out, and they just meet him in the car, and then they just take off, and that's the end of the episode. It was pretty much like the mirror of Of course, then it reminded me of an actual good moment from the first season, so I don't know if that's a good thing.
It's just a copycat from the first season, and then you know how that scene happens, and some people would be like, "Oh my god, we need to watch the next one." I was like, "Okay, that's done for the week. Let's move on." I had no interest. I was clicking. That part was like episode next. I literally grabbed my remote and went, "Nope, thank you. Let's move on."
Well, this coming week we only have to watch 2 episodes till we get to the season finale. So,
praise be.
Marcus said we're going to like season 3 better. So,
I mean, from the way that we're talking about this, I have a hard time imagining it'd be worse. Like
season 3 would have to be worse than this. Would have to have an animated sequence halfway through with song and dance for Mark. Like I don't even know where we'd be. It had to be horrible.
It definitely doesn't have that. I feel like I can tell you.
How many characters do we have next season?
Like 2. maybe like
Yeah.
technically 3. Like, I mean, like,
Okay.
I think
me.
it's like a
That's
soft
all.
3, honestly. Like,
Do tell. Do tell. Good job.
All
fucking.
right, let's go to what Cody's been waiting for
Yeah.
for an hour.
Yeah, fuck. 32 minutes? It took a fucking another 30. I need to cut that shit out. Hold on. I gotta find it a little bit. Okay, we're good. Boom.
All right, episode 7, Return. A trip to the UK finds the Roy kids negotiating with their mother, and Logan turns to Rhea for advice.
Yeah, so this episode's weird. I'll say it's not the best episode, but it's not like it gets way better, so it's fine. Basically, Roy is needing to negotiate with his wife to do the divorce settlement to get her off the board. That's what it was, right? I'm not misreading it.
No, he's offering to like renegotiate the divorce to kind of sweeten, because he wants to make sure that he's got like her vote, because she's got shares, so he wants to make sure that she's on his side.
I thought he was wanting to get her off the shares.
No, because I mean, then he can't buy the shares off of her, really. So I guess fair. So. Yeah.
So then he
wants to make
sends
sure
who? Shiv and Roman.
He sends Shiv and Roman and Kendall, but then he pulls Kendall back because he needs Kendall to do something with him.
And then basically tells him to drop I'll go up to $10 million. I really go up to $50 million, but I'll be mad if that happens. And then gets over there, sits down there with mom and goes, "All right, I want to make him hurt. What is it?" And it's just like, he will go up to 40. Actually, Roman doesn't know Roman doesn't really know the math. Well, how about you just tell him this? I'll take 20 and the house in the Hamptons. And then
he loves that house.
She was like, "That's $150 million house. Well, that's what I want." I hate it, but I know he loves it, so I would like to take that from him. So the negotiation happens there.
Then I think they finally settle on the kids have to spend Christmas with me. Which Logan's like, fine, yeah, good. And the kids are like, no, wait, no. But they make a deal. And I think kind of the other big thing this episode is that Logan needs to go and like spend some time with the family of the waiter that died to kind of settle that PR stuff. And he's like, Kendall, you should come with me.
What the fuck was that? Like, what was that? Like, what? Do you think you're gonna sit in the car the whole time? It's like, Logan is a fucking psychopath. Like, what in the hell was that?
I mean, sometimes you need to face your demons.
Give me fucking Logan just being his fucking asshole all day long. Well, and then he sees a picture of the kid and he starts like panicking. He's like, "Should I say something to him?" He's like, "It's like, you'll be fine. Like, stop. Like, don't worry about it." But you know what that was. You know why it happened. Because that's just his power dynamic.
This is his power plays,
he brings it back into the point to let Roman let Kendall know what I saved you from. Like, I saved you from this. Like,
and I could undo it too. Just a reminder.
Yeah, just every like dark lit shot of him sitting in a fucking chair or anything like that, I just fucking love. Like,
Cody's never gonna let Logan be bad guy of the week.
Oh no, I let him be last week. Oh, let me tell you, I got a bad guy of the week this week. Let me tell you, you crossed Daddy, I got a real problem with you. All right.
Oh gosh, what is this? This episode also has Tom and Greg destroying some files that they still had left over, because Greg told Tom that he saved some of the files. It's like, okay, we need to destroy those. Although Greg still does grab a couple.
Oh, and then there's a whole bit of Roman like trying to get Vince Kindle to go up to the room where him and the girl that was working with Sue last episode, the Pierces,
Yeah.
and thinks she's gonna catch him like fucking her. He's like, no, he definitely wants you to go in. He definitely needs to see the news story. Go ahead, Kindle. Open the door, open for Daddy. Which that's just insane.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
think
there's
Logan
this
and
weird
Rhea have a
relation.
thing going on.
Yeah, weird relationship happening with them. Weird apology from Logan to Roman about smacking him in the face in the car, of saying like, I never do that. It's like, I know, Dad. I know you never did. The fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Logan's probably never hit his kids before that. That was a one-time thing, I'm sure.
My problem with this, and this is a deeper theme for the entire episode. One of my biggest issues right now is Greg and like this moral compass that Greg is like protecting, which seems weird because it's not explained to us why.
Well, I mean, because he's a normal kid that didn't grow up in this cesspool of trash people.
But he's becoming that. But the problem is he's becoming that.
Well, yeah.
And I guess you just get fed to whatever like environment you're a part of. So like that's fine. But like I think like him keeping the files of this thing,
and that's also, I think, to kind of protect himself too. He feels,
I guess. So yeah, it's sitting a little weird with me with Greg. And then by the end we'll talk about all that. But I think that's crazy. But yeah, that's basically the crux of this episode. There's not a whole lot. They do burn the papers outside, but Greg,
yeah, he
does
pops
take like 2 or 3, like a few of them, to make sure he has those.
And he tries to get audio recording of Tom too, just to be just in case.
Right, yeah. I do love the Shiv in the Shiv and Logan, where he's like, you keep pushing this back and forth, and then he's like, she's been talking to her about the Pierces, right?
Yeah, so they kind of set Shiv up to see what she's gonna do, and I think she kind of like falls for the trap that kind of Logan and Rhea kind of set for her. So that kind of
I got a quick question. Was it Logan and Rhea, or was it just Rhea? Because I kind of felt like it was just Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
And like Rhea was kind of using that as an opportunity to get one over on Shiv.
Yeah, that might have been. I don't know. I felt like Logan may have been slightly aware of it, but yeah, that makes sense too.
It wouldn't shock me either way, but it felt like Rhea was.
They weren't super clear on it, but yeah, she is definitely going for power.
And then, yeah, when he sits there at the end and is like, Shiv, he's like, I want this. Oh, you are? Then why are you fucking around? And she's like, what? Like, you put your name in for the Pierce job. Like, well, I'm weighing my option. And then Logan to look at her and be like, well, if you don't know the difference between that, then fuck off. Like, I'm like, yes, Logan, get it. Give me my classic fuck off. Oh. God, there's no better dialogue in TV right now than fuck off.
He's got a couple good lines in the episodes coming up too.
Oh, let me tell you an all-timer in that last episode. Oh,
I got to bring this up because like I do feel like legit, because obviously going into the end of this, a legit bad guy of the week contender 100% is Logan. But I already know, like it's not going to be Logan, like, which is dumb.
Hey, Mark, if we agree, we can vote Cody. So
why? What does he do that's wrong?
Well, we definitely talked about one thing this episode, and then there's also the other things that we'll get to eventually.
What did he do this episode?
He made Kendall go to the house with him.
He should have. My only question to you guys is: did Kendall get into that car with that kid? Did he wreck? Did he call the authorities to try to save that kid's life? Anybody want to raise anything? Anyone want to argue for that case? Nope.
No.
Daddy cleaned it up, so he's not in federal penitentiary right now. So if anybody that's the bad guy for actions this week, you might want to look inside the house because Kendall is it.
Well,
But I think
that
the
was
true
last
bad guy of this episode here is actually the mom. Because after Kendall has that visit at the house, he's all out of shape. And he goes home and he just wants to talk to his mom about it. And she's like, maybe this can wait till breakfast to talk about.
Like, I'm kind of tired, you know. I want to get that good 10 p.m. bedtime.
I mean, if it's something really important, we can talk about it if you want to, but maybe we wait till the morning.
But
and then
be
she's
quick
gone
about
in
it.
the morning.
I want to go to bed.
Because she already got her deal. So in the morning comes, the kids wake up and she's gone.
Listen, we can talk about a Roy being the bad guy of the week. I have no problem with that. It just depends if it's the right bit.
He's not the only one. I'll tell you that. He's not the only one. I'll let that be clear right now.
Anything else of this one?
I don't think so. Now I think we can move on. Move on to Dundee. The entire Roy clan travels to Logan's hometown of Dundee, Scotland, for a celebration of Logan's 50 years in the business. Kendall becomes enamored with Jennifer, an actress in Willa's play, and a former employee proves difficult to silence. So there's a lot in this episode. A lot of good stuff.
A lot of things in this episode. Yeah. The fucking damage control galore trying to figure this shit out. It is not easy though. Go ahead.
Early on, one of the scenes towards the beginning I really loved was Marcia talking to Rhea, asking if she has any STDs that she needs to know about. Since Rhea and Logan have been hanging out and spending some time together. Yeah.
I think the big crux is the person of they thought that they had the crew stuff all sewn up. Turns out they definitely do not. There's people wanting to speak. Government is getting involved in the situation, and then all of a sudden he looks and says, what is he's talking to his advisor on the plane. He's like, I thought you got this again. Well, what I said, don't fuck me. Like, just gets so angry, and it sets tension, and they're figuring out like what their next move is, see if they can like buy people out, figure it all out. Like, there's like a lot of conversation on how to try to fix this ship that they thought that was already sewn up, and it is not going well.
Yeah. And it all coincides with the trip to his childhood home to a small celebration, is what he was told. Because we know how Logan is as far as surprise parties go.
Which kind of leads into, I think, one of the funnier things about this episode, which is all the kids just kind of fucking with Rhea.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you should mention his sister in your toast.
The crazy thing is that when they get to the childhood home and Shiv sees Holly Hunter's character, and I was like, "Oh, what? You can't look somebody in the eyes when you fuck them?" Like, I feel fucking them, like, because screwed him up, like, so angry because she set Shiv basically up for a fucking horrible situation, which is fitting. But yeah, I think that was an overall great pitch. Roman fucking what's her name? What's her name? The older
Roman
lady.
and Jerry.
Jerry,
yeah. They're fucking dumb.
He like kinda asked her maybe to marry him or something, Not really, but do you want to?
I mean, sort of.
Like, we can do this if you want
we could be the power couple to run this place.
I'm joking. Not really, though. You know?
I
Unless
love
you're
when
game,
they're
you know.
I love that they're standing outside that home, and then all of a sudden he sits there. He's like, "What do you guys do when you guys got protesters?" And there's a single protester that holds a Roy gun outside the thing. And like, you should just ignore it. Like, he's just standing there with one sign. So funny to me. I laughed really hard at that. Also, Holly Hunter's character and Logan's wife like have a weird exchange on the top of
Yeah,
the
that was the
stairs.
thing
Like,
asking about, like, hey, do
yeah.
you have any STDs I need to know about?
Yeah, like fucking we. Oh yeah, I forgot you said that, but that's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh.
Was
And
that Lord?
Logan's brother's in town too. I always love it when they have scenes together.
it's like,
He's trying
what
to muscle
happened to
Greg.
you? What happened to you being silent? Like he keeps coming around. He's like, you used to not be involved in any of this, and now you're always here. Like, why? I liked it when
And-
you were less. You came around less.
And he tells Greg too that he has to choose between, do you want to work with Logan or do you want to get your inheritance from me? Which you find out his inheritance, he might be getting up to like $250 million when his grandpa dies. So I don't even know why he's working with Logan in the first place.
How's he going to survive now, Matt? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
You
kill
gotta
your
figure out how
grandpa.
to
That's
make
what
it
you got to do.
What was the scene that I was just thinking of? Well, there's a horrible scene that happens at the end, near the end, but Kendall brings a date with him, and just every woman that's around Kendall when Logan is around, it's just like this most awkward setting possible. He's like, "So yeah, she's a big man. Uh huh. You should be so proud." Yep. Yep. Very proud. Like so proud. Like just nothing. Are we going to talk about Kendall's performance?
You mean one of the greatest raps in the history of music? What was it? Ken W.A.?
That's one way to. That's one way to look at it. That's definitely a way
I'm
to
telling
look
you,
at
you
it.
guys are going to be singing L to the OG. It's going to be in the back of your head for a few months now.
I mean, I'll say what I mean, or I'll just say L. And that was so funny. He just pulled out the mic.
Like when your dad thinks you're an utter fuck up, like an absolute utter fuck up, you know what saves that for you? You know what gets all that attention off your back? Doing a fucking rap in front of him. Just like think of everybody's father figures right now that has always been like a stern, just like angry, like can be angry at times, and you decide to celebrate him as doing a rap. Like,
which I think Logan took it pretty well, because I would have expected him to just put a stop to that immediately, but he's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, whatever.
yeah, sure, but Jesus Christ, I don't. Well, he's like, at least my kid isn't like. If I was like, oh my God, he's on heroin again. Like Jesus Christ, like I'll be like, he's gone again, but no, he just sticks.
And I mean, Roman didn't do any better, because we find out that he bought him as his childhood football team as a gift, but he bought the wrong team.
Yeah, so
he's like, are you sure your team is the other team? Oh no, why wouldn't I know the team I've supported my entire fucking life?
Oh gosh.
Anything else from this episode?
We gotta talk about Shiv fucking over Rhea at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of getting like at least telling Logan, hey, you should make her CEO, after everybody kind of pals around together and said, hey, whoever's CEO going into this is probably gonna get bloodied up by the press.
Yeah, Shiv is not playing fair. Shiv is going for blood, which I don't blame her at all. Like I did the same thing.
Oh yeah. And Cody started talking about it too, with Kendall and the actress girl, who was just totally embarrassed herself, at least in Kendall's eyes, in front of Logan. And Logan's like, oh well, my dad doesn't like you, so you need to go.
Well, you kept saying awesome around me.
Yeah, you said awesome. You said awesome a lot.
Yeah, about that. Get the fuck out of here, please.
Oh gosh.
Daddy is not a fan, so I enjoy it.
All right, so
Okay.
I guess we can come back stateside and go to DC.
Great episode. Great episode.
We got Logan, Kendall, Jerry, and Tom testify before Congress. Shiv speaks candidly to Kira, a victim who is set to be a key witness in Turkey. Roman's business pitch takes chilling turn. So yeah, great episode.
Yeah, basically it opens where they're listening to like the testifying person, like the person like basically saying their piece on the thing, where they're all, it's like a family watch along of just like them shit talking the family and their course of action, like who to go up and who to defend it and all that stuff. Which I love that they decide on Tom and Jerry to be the first two.
That was a horrible decision. They should have known
Horrible.
that was never gonna work out.
Wait, what are you doing? Tom couldn't stand up to the interrogation?
And I just love when they're like,
not at all.
I love that they were just like, listen, if you're talking, you're winning. Like, just the more you're talking, the more you're filibustering, the better you'll be. Just keep talking, keep talking. And gets fucking hammered.
The guy starts asking about his emails. Is like, you have the email on the subject. You can't make a Tomlet without breaking some Gregs, and you sent him this email constantly.
Yeah, you sent him to 76 times between the hours of this and this. Is a joke. I guess it was a bad joke, but it was a joke. And then he was like, "Do you know Greg?" No.
No.
Yeah, and everybody in the room, no. And he's like, "Oh, I do know him. I just didn't know. I didn't know what you meant by that."
And then they asked him about Mo being a nickname. It's like, oh, I don't know what I don't know. What's it, Mo? I don't know how that came to be.
He kept referring to Mr. McClintock as Mo, but you never actually called him Mo whenever you actually talked to Mr. McClintock.
And then he's sitting out there. Greg's name gets pulled into it. Everything gets pulled into it. And he sits there and he talks and he's like, the guy is in there is like, fucking idiot. Like, you married a fucking moron. Like, all this stuff. And then he gets in and he goes, great job, Tom. Great job. Like, he couldn't have done it better. And then all of a sudden, Greg comes in and goes, what the fuck? I'm going to jail. This is it. Like, you guys screwed me. And then all of a sudden, he goes,
get out.
Leave. And then they send Greg. Greg has to go up there to testify in front of it. And that goes fucking horrible. Which it doesn't also help that Shiv's like president candidate, the former boss, is the one basically railroading this entire conversation, like leading in charge. And Greg can't fucking answer anything, and he's struggling under the thing. And then the massive thing drops, where Logan, and Kendall have to take the stand. And like,
Logan kind of throws him under the bus a little bit.
100%. But he's struggling with his memory at that point, I think. And he's like struggling to answer.
He does really good. He has good answers, and he does really good with there. So yeah.
Well, they go back and forth. They're talking about like what they need to move forward, the problems, and blah blah. And then all of a sudden he's like, "So tell me about these ghost logs and the stuff that happened like in between." And he's like, "Well, my son was in charge of that over the time, so he'll have to answer." And he's like, "Well, let me tell you this thing." Well, and then he switched it to like your politics and everything are profitable. Everything you do for profit. And he's like, well, sir, I don't know if you know this, but every news source is profit. Everything is profitable.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just that you personally don't like us. And I don't think there's anything I can say on this stand today that will make you like me. So at that point, I feel like you're just personally targeting us. This isn't about codes and violations. This is about your disdain for my family. And it kind of ends the thing. It's like, well, and if you want to come at us, come at us.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, like let's do that. And it kind of ends there. But it's like this intense, like before Congress, pulled before it, put another time of Logan putting Kendall on his back foot, making Kendall have to defend stuff. Even though I think this one of all time is the most genuine time Logan has done that, because I think Logan was struggling mentally in that moment, so he had to pass the buck because he was going to just freeze on camera. And then kind of set the balls in motion that this was not going to go away. This is only going to heat up people. Is this also the time why this is happening? Shiv is
This is
hunting
where she
down
kind
that
of
girl.
saves the day, where she goes and finds their key witness and kind of talks to her. Rhea didn't want to get out and talk with her, but Shiv goes and talks to her, gets her to kind of back off a little bit.
What a line! It will be the first. You want money? We'll give you money.
Mhm.
But if you want to fight this down, and I will take everybody down with you, but we can't have you go testify in front of this. So, like, and if you do, it'll be the first word in your obituary. It will be the last in your obituary. Like, these fucking just in your faces. Like, you'll be in the public eye. Everybody will know you. You will be dragged through everything. If you can last those 2 months of everybody running your name through the mud, sure, if it was worth it. Like, I'm just like, jeez.
Because I mean, she's right. The politicians don't care about her; they're just using her to get to them, and then they would just throw her off to the side. But if she maybe takes some money,
Yeah. Would you possibly like some cash?
The only thing this episode I wasn't really a big fan of was the whole Roman stuff, where he gets taken hostage over in another country trying to make the money deal with that guy, and they're dealing with that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you said it took a dark turn. I thought it took a hilarious turn because, like, just making comedy out of the whole thing is like, so, hey, where's our security guard going? How come, like, all these guys have guns on them? Like, treat the whole situation like an SNL sketch.
Basically, you want to buy them? Like, you want us to buy? Like, what's the negotiation and all that stuff? I don't think I'll be buying. Like, it's just like,
let's see. In this episode too, we did have where Greg did choose Logan over his grandpa, but he said it's okay. My mom said I'll probably still get like $5 million. Although I think it's Connor and Tom tell him $5 million. You know, it's not enough to retire. It's not enough to keep working though. So it doesn't drive you crazy. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, right.
Like, give me $5 million, please. I'll be just fine.
Yeah. I'd like to try it. I'd like to try retiring on $5 million. Let me see if I can do it. All right.
I mean, I'm pretty like I'm definitely could. Yeah.
Oh, my current lifestyle, done. Buddy, I'm living off the interest for the rest of my life. We're good. There would be no BMW or Mercedes Smile on driveway. Or Chevy Toyota, I'm fine with. Let's just move on. No one would know I even have that money. Zero. Going to the drive-through still. Like, fuck y'all.
Do you guys have anything else before we move on to the finale?
No, I think we're going to spend a good crux on this.
Yeah.
There's some stuff to go.
There's a lot here.
All right, so episode 10. This is not for tears. Logan looks for a sacrificial lamb amongst his closest allies as the future of the company hangs in the balance. So we're going on a boat.
Yeah, this. I think we can start on a minor note and take it base by base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom and Shiv kind of have like a marriage overall debacle. Like where there's a setup for a threesome.
What are you talking about? They're about to have a threesome. That's their marriage is going great.
That was awesome.
You know what? Every successful marriage can be hinders on whether it's a successful threesome or not. Adding a person is always just good news. But Tom kind of breaks down to her that on our wedding night, you had to say that shit on our wedding night, like, oh, that you just want to gobble the side dick on the side, like the side dick on the side shit. And then he says, honestly, pretty heartfelt message is like, I'm sad, but then I think all the time that maybe the sad that you make me would be less than the sad I feel like currently, like without you. Like maybe that's possible.
Like I don't know if I'd
Like
be sadder without you than I am with you.
like that was her, and she takes that pretty rough.
Because to be fair, this is after too, where they have like that big meeting where they're like talking about who needs to be taking the blame, and she like totally is like okay with Tom taking the blame.
Yeah, because it basically falls down to whether they want Jerry or Tom to take the fall on this. Like, there's other names, but that's
But, I
kind
mean,
of
we're
where
gonna
the
throw some
crux.
Greg sprinkles on there too. Whoever.
We're gonna throw some, but basically, think about this: like, whoever takes the fall is just going to be out of their position, but they're going to be taken care of in the long run.
I love it how Logan starts off with, well, obviously it should be me to take the fall. And then everyone else is like, oh, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, and then he's
like,
like, all right,
okay, you guys talk me into it. I won't do it. So
if it's
who
not
is it
me,
gonna
then
be?
yeah, who else? Who's raising their hand?
I fully agree with that statement. Who isn't then? Okay. And then, so they're battling on who to go, and Shiv is like, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to Logan, and Tom goes, "No, I'll talk to him," which is one of the funniest scenes in the entire show. Man,
Oh,
walks
Tom's
up with the
big moment, his power move.
Tom walks on, sunglasses on, sits down at Logan's table, takes off his sunglasses, grabs his chicken, pops it in his mouth, eats it, puts it back. He's like, "What the fuck?"
And just walks away.
And then just puts his thank you for the chicken, Logan, and walks away. Then him and Shiv have a moment where he's like, "I need you to just not pick. I need you to not pick Tom. I need it to not be Tom. He just ate my chicken out there. Like, what's he gonna do next? Put his penis in my pasta or potato salad?"
Honestly, I think it's probably his best line in the show.
That chicken, by the way, looks like the absolute blandest chicken I've ever seen in my life.
Chicken on a boat.
He was doing it, Matt. They can have seasonings. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I mean, if we're talking about mind games, can we talk about like the mind games that Logan had with Kendall about having that girl on the ship with them? Like,
the Pierce girl. He's like, I just don't want her to get you back into the drugs again because you guys are like into that stuff. Maybe she should go. She shouldn't be here.
Yeah, I didn't plan for her to be on the ship as an extra person.
No one told me she was going to be here. So
well, she knows not to be around anything. Yeah, but I don't think so. And then kicks her off the fucking boat.
Yes,
like,
Daddy, let me go get rid of her. Even though she makes me happy and stuff.
15 minutes later, it's like, hey, where is she? I said she was okay to be on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Let's see. Then we get Roman's get back safe and sound, but he doesn't think that the money's real, and Logan trusts his instincts. So, like I said, that didn't work. So they're back to square one about trying to find somebody to blame, take the fall for it all.
I will say, I actually kind of believed Roman in that moment. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He actually does seem to. I think he's actually right about this. Like okay. The one time I feel like he was actually showed some business savvy in the show.
I mean, he went to those management classes, so he's getting there. So then I guess it kind of comes down to pretty much the group consensus is that Kendall needs to be someone from the family has to take the fall. So Logan kind of pulls Kendall aside and is like, "It's gonna have to be you." And Kendall's like, "Okay."
Fucking crazy. The least deserving guy to like get the axe.
But he was in charge when all this stuff was happening. He was in charge of that area. So
yeah, I think that was one of the major, like, if you want to circle back to a moment on the red dot that you fucked up bad is choosing that it's Kendall to go. Like, that's just crazy. Like, one, I don't know the rationale besides that clearly, Logan clearly tells him, you're not a killer. You need to be a killer. And you're just never going to be a killer. But my thought process behind the whole thing is everybody else that you could have easily named wouldn't turn on you.
And see, the thing is that not enough. I think that it's right. It has to be someone of importance to take the fall for it.
I think also too, I do think Logan legitimately believes that Kendall wouldn't turn on him because he 100% broke him down this entire season.
He's been Logan's dog this whole season, yeah.
Yeah, and he's been the trusted soldier this entire time, which again makes him the least deserving of anybody there. But I do, and also like he tells him, my son, you got to be a killer. Like, he doesn't believe that he has that in him. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do believe that Logan does believe it's the best. Also, I do think it is just another time where he just picks Shiv over the rest of his children. Mm-hmm. Like he just wants to do this one nice thing for Shiv.
Yeah,
because like she
asked him like, can it not be Tom?
Yeah. But Roman could have taken the fall. Frank probably could have taken the fall. There are so many people around that could have taken that. Logan himself could have taken the fall.
Logan's not taking the fall.
I know he's not taking the fall.
What are we talking about?
Logan could not take the fall.
Why
are you talking crazy right now, Cody? Like, what are we doing?
Well, you know what? One the dumb move is
to quote Logan, fuck off.
Fuck off. You're fair. But my thing is, like, he would have still been able to carry everything. But I understand them not. But my thing is, of all your people in the room, everyone in your room,
mm-hmm.
even if this is a weird mind game that you want to switch Kendall into a killer for some goddamn reason, whatever the case may be, you do this move with the one person that has turned on you in the past, that tried to get you out. You don't think that's still in him? You think because you've saved him from a murder that he's not going to, like... I think it's either him or you, and he's going to take you out. Like, that's the thing. So,
so as he's going to the press conference, did you guys think that, I guess Kendall's going to fall on the sword in this season? Yeah. So that's what Logan thought, too.
I gave no consideration of there could be a different plan in place because of how pussy whipped Kendall has been this entire season.
It has the best butt in like television history.
Right.
But
yeah, it is one of those moments that, like, you talk about. New. Don't crucify me when I say it. One of those moments in TV that is just like, still got me like, oh, fuck. Like, you can't put the toothpaste back in the jar. Like, it's out. Where do we go? Like, the intrigue level from this show went from, like, it was up here already. It's through the fucking roof. Because next season is now an entire battle on how this now functionally works. Like, it's so good.
Because we revealed that Kendall has Greg with him, and Greg has those files that he saved. So Greg has some evidence.
Good luck to Greg, though. Greg, like, I think that's the craziest move of the entire... Because he gets on the plane and he's with Greg.
Mm-hmm.
And that still should have been the hint to the audience that Greg has the papers. Like, this is going to be the saving grace. But I still don't think up until that point, like, Kendall's just going to take the fall. He's going to be well compensated.
Season 1, Greg told Kendall that he might have saved some files and stuff. So Kendall's had that in the back of his mind this whole time.
That's a perfect setup too, because they never I don't do Kendall and Greg even share like any notable conversation this entire season?
Kendall gave him an apartment, so
yeah, but there's no he throws a rager in and then Greg wants to go to bed. But there's no like real so it seems like, hey, we're gonna send somebody with you, Greg can go with you.
Yeah.
Because like fuck off, Greg. And then all of a sudden he sits there and is like, this fall, blah blah. But my father is a malignant like individual that's involved in everything. He would not have known it. His grace or is okay with dealing with people
Oh yeah, he's not giving out all
like
that
this
money.
person, all this people. We have logs that he signed and he went through it. Other people that were known accomplished, their time will come, but that will be at a later date.
This is the day
Rips
his
up the
reign
paper.
ends.
This is the dentist, and rips up the paper and tosses it on the thing and walks out. I'm just like,
And you just see Logan watching it, and it's a smile from the beginning of our episode here in our little opening. Just like this might be the first time Logan's ever been proud of Kendall.
I will say this. I looked it up, and I guess he didn't. I was curious, like who actually won the Emmy this year. This feels like the one of those cases in which a single like facial expression should have won somebody an Emmy. That one little smirk should have won Brian Cox an Emmy.
Yeah, because you think about it, like Shiv is in total shock and disbelief. Roman is in total shock and disbelief. Everybody's like freaking out. And Logan is literally like,
maybe he's got that killer instinct after all.
He finally did it, and like he doesn't look mad. He doesn't look into. He's like, this is what I've been asking for him to do. So when he does it, that surprised about it? Nope. Like it's almost one of those like, but like even though the smiles on his face. Like it almost feels like game on, bitch. Like it's like it is now. Like all right,
I mean, I do have like I know that you killed somebody. I can just throw that out there. So you want to battle with me?
Like this old dog is rolling over. Like let's play ball, buddy. Like, go ahead, Kendall. You have some papers, and I hope you hold on to them tight. But what else you got? It's like somebody that like tells his dad, like, I can whoop you, put on the boxing gloves. I don't think you want your father to put on those gloves because those punches are going to hurt a little bit more than you think they are.
It's like in a Game of Thrones where Ned comes up with the paper and Cersei's like, oh, is this your shield? And she just burns it.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, you're 100% right. Like, you thought this would work for you. It didn't. We'll don't. See. But the thing is, I joke about like bad guy of the week. I don't blame Kendall at all. My dad has fucking ruined everything, and now Kendall wants me. Now my dad wants me to fall on this sword on top of everything.
Yeah, he's been abusing Kendall this whole season.
He could have said a lot of people, but he definitely made sure it was dad. So all right, game on. See what happens. I'm so pumped for it though. Like that episode ended and I was like, maybe I just let Mark and Matt talk a lot about episode 6 of True Detective and I just skate by and just be like, it was boring. I sucked. But let me tell you, I now have to pace myself because if I start watching that tonight, I'm gonna have terrible TV for the rest of the week. So I'm in a bad win-win situation. Okay. Anything else? But yeah, moment of the season. Like, I think this season's great. I think the season's been absolute. I think this is better than season 1. That's just my personal opinion, but which we will rank in a second. But we'll see. Okay. Well, what would TV Chronicles be without me and Mark just fucking disagreeing? The show would be quite boring then.
Guys, this might be one or I'll give it the same score. We'll see.
We will see. But first,
I really do think there is a real argument for Logan. The other person we did not, I don't think we actually mentioned by name, but like it's 100% on the block is Shiv. I think Shiv also is like in real contention for bad guy of the week.
Shiv was definitely kind of like whispering in his ear a lot of this season and a lot of the bad stuff he did.
Like the whole like the Tom thing, especially like fucking over Rhea at the end, and also in inverse, fucking over her brother, fucking over Kendall there. Like like and also talking that the victim out of actually speaking out and like getting her to take the money. I mean, there's a lot of shitty things over these four episodes.
My thing is, I wouldn't give it to Shiv because the Kendall thing, I don't blame the siblings for their thoughts towards Kendall is because Kendall went behind their back to do the things that he did in the
Oh, yeah.
previous seasons. So they don't feel like they can trust Kendall.
Mhm.
Shiv, Roman, and Connor, they feel like they can all trust each other. They can't trust Kendall. Kendall's the odd man. So if they're going to get rid of somebody, get rid of the one guy we can't trust. So I passed that off. If it wasn't Shiv delivering that news to the girl, it would have been somebody else in the group. Somebody else would have had to take the fall. Somebody had to get her to take the money. And the thing back on her to set up the girl, she got set up by her. So eye for eye. Like I have no issue.
She's gonna
with
get a
that.
lot of money. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I have no issue with that. But like, if she did it intentionally without getting Holly Hunter's character without shooting the first shot, then I would see your point. But is Logan the only one we're considering? Vince
who
Vaughn
else you wanna
stabs
throw
a
out?
guy in the back and in the.
Well, he has a
we
guy
still-
do it.
Well, yeah, but he's sitting in front of him. We
Yeah.
also have fucking what's his name? What's Kevin's neighbor's name?
John.
John.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to talk about a bad moment? Matters how you sit on the side of the fence, but Matt sleeping with his non-verbal communicating wife.
I mean, I would be tempted to give Matt Bad Guy of the Week just for pulling over to try to help those people. And
That's
screw
pretty
against
bad.
Like,
He's
listen,
bad guy to himself.
I'm trying to take every spotlight away from Logan and put it on someone else. Like just for Logan.
Like, I don't think that there's anyone really in True Detective that's like even developed enough to be a bad guy of the week.
I mean, like,
Can we give it to the writer?
I mean,
He shows up every episode.
I mean,
So what's your argument for Logan?
really, like we talked about him bringing over his son to like the whole thing, like into the
We
house
know why
that he killed.
That was justified.
How
I
is
don't
that
know if it's
justified? What are you talking about?
Did Kendall call the cops for his own help?
Did his dad cover it up, and now he's going to throw
But
it in his
yeah,
face?
But like he fucking
Did Kendall?
in that moment, like,
Kendall,
have him go in the house.
hold on.
Yeah,
If
Kendall's not innocent in this.
Kendall escaped that place, ran, changed his clothes, acted like nothing happened. That kid was still dead, and he got no savior from him.
Yeah.
That's problematic. So you can't put this on. If the only thing is Logan.
We're not putting the murder on Logan. We're putting the after
He
on
should.
Logan.
You should be able to hold that key over your head and be like, "Remember what you did?
I mean,
Remember what you did?"
I'll be honest. Like, I feel like I brought a very good contender to not Logan, which is Shiv. I think Shiv. I think is the clear other topic here.
Yeah, because I mean, their mom isn't really in it enough, I think, to be bad guy of the week. She's not a good person, but
We're going to give it to
enough.
Logan. I don't think Shiv is it. I don't give Shiv it at all. So if it's between Shiv and Logan, I'll give it to Logan.
Those are the two people I'm between the most. So I'm completely on Shiv or Logan.
Yeah, because I mean, at least Shiv does like eventually.
I will make
beats
this
the one decent to
justified
Tom.
bad guy of the week,
I do think I would lean Shiv a little bit more. Logan is like
That's even crazier than the Logan thing. What does
Why?
she
Like-
do by her own actions? What does she do by her own actions?
Well, I mean, she's perfectly fine with letting her husband be put up on the block originally.
that and
which she comes off of it.
Oh, she comes off of it. So yeah, after he like stands up for himself finally.
Yeah, like and the whole her whole cumulative actions over the 2 years have brought Tom to that one moment where he's like, "I think I hate you." I'm like, that. Like, come on. Like, what?
I mean, it's the same thing that Logan did for Kendall, though.
I think when you're in a business meeting and stuff like that, you'll say whatever you need to say because they agree upon things. But then when behind closed doors is when you change things. I think Logan's more at fault than Shiv. Shiv did not do anything on her own power that wasn't done to her first.
But like, whatever.
We did give Logan bad guy of the week last week.
Yeah. I'm fine with either or. I think there's a top.
I tried to give it to Shiv like the first 3 weeks of the show, and everyone's like, "No, we're actually going bad." Now we're all like, "Fucking horror!
I mean,
Look at this
listen,
horror! Like, look at what she does."
we are past the seasons of the adulterers, so I feel like a character had to do more than just cheat on his spouse, and maybe that was all they had to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go Logan.
Okay.
Shiv might
Logan
have more
Roy,
chances.
the first ever justified bad guy of the week. Crazy how that works, but that's kind of how it works. So. Happy to be here along with everybody else. All right. I guess, do we have a kill count 4?
Oh, yeah. Succession is up to 2 kills.
Yeah.
I mean, are we counting Mo as the?
Yes, they went to his funeral. I'm counting that.
Like, who's the other?
Who was the other guy?
I guess we're not counting all the cruise people, since all those are.
No, that we didn't see that happen. We got the waiter and we got Mo. I should have probably counted the boars when we had the boar hunt, but I don't know if we actually saw them get killed. We just saw the pile.
We that's not real hunting.
So we're gonna say 2.
All right, Mark. Succession,
season 2.
Season 2. What do you give it?
All right, I just want to remember this so I know it. Season 1, I gave it 3.5.
Yes.
5, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
You gave it 3.
I think I was 4.5,
4.5, and I gave it
4.0.
Yeah.
This is tough because honestly, I think the first season is a little bit better. I think the first season has a bit higher highs. That fucking season finale, though, the season finale is so good.
Matt thinks you're nuts, and so do I.
I listen.
I only think you're nuts because you gave season 1 a 3.5.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you would have season 1 was a 4.5, so this season maybe not as good.
Here's the thing. I'm either going to
match it.
I'm either going to give it the same rating as season 1 and not feel great about it, or just give this a 4 and just acknowledge the fact that season 1 is probably a 4, but it's 3.5 anyway, so we can't change it. So I think I'll just do the latter and just say a 4. All right.
Okay.
As somebody else that hasn't seen it, 4.5. We are matching. I'm 100% in on the show. I wouldn't say it's a perfect season of television. I think there are a few episodes that I could have done without, or a few storylines that just didn't land. But I would argue that season finale is up there as one of the best season finales I've seen in television. I always deem a season finale like to a next level if the button that says play the next season it comes on and you want to race to click the next one because you're so intrigued where they go. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think the funny thing is I think it's interesting because all the characters are interesting enough that I didn't love the casting choices almost a little bit at first. I thought there was just too many types of the same type. The fact that they developed them and made me care about them, and now the intrigue, the inner fighting with them is so intriguing, and how they've made Greg go from like a nothing character to a character that's trying to like play politics. You got it's 4.5. I think it's an absolute brilliant show, and I understand the hype. I do. Now, if it falls off a cliff, it falls off a cliff. But right now, I think we are soaring.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, if the season finale is great, I mean, if you stick the landing, that's going to make me forget about maybe he's kind of stumbled a little bit the first few episodes. So for me, this is a 4.5.
So that deadlocks it at a 4.5, basically, instead of a 4. I don't think it goes to a 4.75 because you have a 4. We both have 4.5s. If anything, it'd be 4.25. But I think a 4. I think a 4.
No math.
I think a 4.5 makes sense in my brain. Does that make sense in your brain, Mark? Or would you like a 4.25?
I mean, 4.25 sounds fine. Like, I don't think it matters. I think it will perfectly be. I think it's second best of the season now. Because I think that puts it over season 1, but it's still behind.
Season
it'd be
1
just
was
under season 1 of True Detective. I think
And
it would be.
It's 100% better in our ratings from the first season of Leftovers because Cody, he hates sadness.
Well, if it helps you, season 1 so far of Leftovers in my brain is better than season 2, so we'll find out that later. But 4.25 for Succession season 2, yes, which puts it 4.75 is True Detective season 1, so 0.5 off is Succession season 2, and then Succession season 1 is a 4.5, and then Leftovers because you fucking crazy fucks are at 3.75. So,
God, next week is going to be so fun for the listeners. I cannot wait for
next week is either going to be really fun or
I
really,
don't like
really
you
sad.
threatening
I
me
don't know.
live on the show. Truly don't like you threatening me. That kind of pisses me off. But we're here for it, baby.
Because next week we get 3 Successions, 3 Leftovers, and 2. We're going to wrap up season 2 of True Detective. It'll be interesting to see what the rating is for that. we might have to pull up the old Oz numbers and see.
Currently, as we sit, lower than Leftovers season 1. So that's telling you something. But we'll find out. Yes, but that will be the show. Again, let everybody know. I know the 4 people that watch this every week. We've been renewed, so we are continuing on next season. We already have our shows picked. We will let you know that at a later date. Yeah, if you're watching this, it's probably around the holiday season. So I hope you're enjoying your holidays or had a great holidays. We will catch you next time on TV Chronicles. Bye-bye.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
So, I just wanted to get the gang together early in my tenure to say, yup.